You guys remember Katie Hill, former Congresswoman from California, who in 2019 had to resign from Congress due to an inappropriate relationship with a subordinate, which is not ideal, not what we're looking for? Well, she is back as a homeless nonprofit CEO. Yeah, many people don't know this, but before Congress, she worked in homeless nonprofits. She was the executive director of a huge nonprofit in California called PATH, People Assisting the Homeless. It is a $160 million nonprofit organization, nonprofit in quotation marks. I've talked about them in a previous video that went super viral about how they were granted $17 million to run a homeless shelter in Venice Beach that ended up housing 0 people. I just did some more digging, and in another shelter that they run, according to their own statistics, it showed that they only helped 35 people exit homelessness in 1 year, which is about 3% of the homeless people that passed through its doors. Like I always say, I'm not an expert, but something is very wrong here. One former program manager said that they were just, quote, chasing the taxpayer dollars and not really trying to help the homeless. At one point, Katie even hired her husband, now ex-husband, who himself admitted that he was not qualified for the job and only worked there because of her, quote unquote, influence. This part's just an aside, but I feel the need to point this out. Katie's ex-husband, don't think he's a good dude, just so we're clear. Anyway, after a few rough years, Katie is making a comeback as the new CEO of a homeless organization called Union Station Homeless Services. But interestingly, not only did she get that job, she was also at the same time appointed to the LA Homeless Services Authority, another monstrously fraudulent agency, allegedly. An agency that I've dug into in the past, and I'll just say it's quite sketchy, which conveniently is responsible for doling out tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars worth of contracts to various nonprofit organizations, including Katie's new gig at Union Station Homeless Services. I wonder what the plan is there. Well, actually, you don't have to wonder because they tell you in their press release. They tell us why they chose Katie. It says, Ms. Hill brings a proven ability to manage and scale large organizations. As executive director at PATH, she grew the annual budget from $5 million to $50 million and managed a staff of 500 employees. This is how success is measured. How much money can you siphon from taxpayer dollars? This is why she's being hired. Notice, nothing about how many people she's housed or how many people she's gotten off the streets. I got the best comment yesterday. This person says, quote, hey, if I were getting paid $500,000 to figure out something that would make my job irrelevant, I wouldn't figure out that problem. I mean, would you?